Wolverine issue 2 heads to the Marauder, where warning sounds blare about the boat being off course. Bishop goes to find Iceman freezing cargo and dropping it off the boat to Pyro, who unfreezes it and gives it to the pale girl. Bishop fires on her and wants to know what is going on, but Storm sweeps him from the deck and into the water, where a zombified Kitty drags him to the bottom. Wolverine meanwhile battles Sabretooth, Lady Deathstroke, and Abraham Cornelius, brutally killing them all, but soon the facade fails, and it's revealed Logan has killed Jean and his team. Jean, in a last-ditch effort, blasts Logan with her powers, killing him as well. Logan jolts awake on Krakoa in the presence of Healer, who tells him it's all part of a dream. He has no idea how he got there, but learns from the man that CIA Agent Jeff Bannister dumped him at one of the gates, saying Logan owes him a call and a beer. Logan learns that he was there long enough for what happened to him to happen to others like Bishop, who is also being resurrected. In Baltimore, Jeff is woken by his daughter, who tells him his phone has been ringing non-stop. The call is from Millie, who says that she arranged the special task force on the pollen, and the 2 agents that were sent to look into gangland killings in LA were killed. She tells him that Agent Fink slashed his wrist with his shaving razor before jumping 5 stories to his death, whereas Agent Bell cooked her own face with an iron, telling the police that it was the pale girl who did it. Fink also wrote a message on the wall in his own blood, telling them to look away, and if they do so, they'll live another day. Jeff knows that this is bad, but his daughter says that he needs to go and get the mutants' help. Jeff wonders if she thinks her old man can't handle this on her own, and she knows he can't, but this is the mutants' fault anyway, since their medicine is meant to be helping people, not hurting them. She wants him to promise to make them help, and Jeff does. Logan meanwhile goes to see the growing Jean, putting flowers on her egg as he senses Scott arriving. He tries to explain what happened, saying that he didn't mean to harm her and will make things right. At Langley, Jeff and Millie use the firing range, talking over the case as they fire. Jeff reassures Millie that they aren't shutting down the case, and he wants the Flower Cartel to think he is though, since someone is definitely tipping them off. Millie tells him that they are watching the cartel as well, showing Jeff a CCTV grab of the pale woman. Jeff tells her to delete it, telling her not to make any emails, phone calls, or digital record, and to keep everything on paper as he goes to meet with Logan, who arrives at his home for that beer. Jeff waters his lawn, saying that it's one of his life's few pleasures. He says moles or grubs eat into his hard work, so he wonders what he's meant to do. Does he try and negotiate with the mole or relocate the grub? He knows he can't win that situation and there's only one answer, and Logan knows it is to kill them dead. He shows Logan his head scar, telling him that he got it from some mutant showdown, collateral damage in one of the X-Men's endless wars. He knows with this pollen it's happening again and it's the mutants' fault. Logan says that he's got his own collateral damage to deal with, which Jeff knows all about, saying he knows it because of that he has to work with Logan, despite him not wanting to. Finishing their beers, Logan tosses it onto the lawn, ready to get to work, much to Jeff's chagrin. Heading out into the Pacific Ocean with a boat full of petals in order to bait out the cartels, the 2 men battle the high seas. Jeff doesn't know if this was a good idea, but Logan knows that this is a hunt that they can win. Soon Millie calls them to the bridge, so going there, they are alerted to something maybe coming through on the radio. As Jeff looks on, an enraged Wolverine stabs him in the back as Millie turns into the pale girl, telling the dying Jeff that the enemy has been with him this entire time. With control over Wolverine, the woman has him take control of the boat, guiding it out of the storm. Wolverine issue 2 really surprised me with where it took the story, since the twist we got with the mysterious pale woman feels like it should have probably happened at a later time in the story, not the second issue. I did like the twist nonetheless, but also feel Logan and Jeff should have maybe built up a bit of a rapport before Logan seemingly kills him, since it would have been a little more of an impact had he killed this man who he's come to respect after a few issues together, since this issue definitely settles the fact that they don't really see eye to eye because one's a mutant, one is a human. Jeff has his own problems with mutants, and obviously Logan has problems with humans as well. So if they just played that a little bit more before actually doing this whole Jeff being killed thing, it probably would have had a bit more impact on me. There was some fantastic narration, however, from Logan about becoming the animal that is caged inside of him, which I really enjoyed throughout the whole issue, with him talking about his life and where he's been over the course of centuries and everything. I am still looking forward to where Benjamin Percy is taking this story, story, as well as the story we got in the first issue about the vampires. I think that's going to be really interesting to see where that part of the story goes as well. I just think maybe the cliffhangers should have been done a little later on and not this soon. I'm going to give this issue a 7 out of 10.